Hello, Halito, Jamachukma, Ome, Yakni. I'm outside, standing outside. I'm about to, go on a little road trip. Um, but I thought I'd just give you some contrasts in the background, and so you can see that who we are as Indians is not going to change because it's just who we are. And I also wanted to just talk to you a little bit about, you know, all of the things that we have been confronted with, um, which really has not been such a good thing, but I think it's a learning thing, not just for them, the foreigner, but also for me as the Indian. Um, we have rights. We have rights. They were written into law by Congress and signed into law by former presidents. Um, and so these laws, why are they not being enforced by the foreigner when this is our state? We're the state. We're we the people. So when they get these positions as elected officials or public servants, they don't adhere to those laws that are a part of the Constitution for the United States of America. That's why it's called the United States. It's not called any state you want it to be to serve your secular agenda, your religious agenda, or your political agenda, or your political amnesty seeker agenda, or your safe havener agenda, nor your refugee agenda. We have our homeland. This is called America, the Turtle Island. So we ask for you to respect us in our land, on our land, because this is our homeland. This is our country. Regardless of what the foreigner says, just because they come through and become an elected official, a politician, or a businessman, to then become a politician. Now, we've just finished dealing with the election of a foreigner. And irregardless, that is the president. So, his job is to us. His loyalty is to us. It is not to Germany or some religious sect. It is to us, the Indians. This land was reserved and preserved by many, many majestical, mystical entities. Perhaps those who say that they rule the world. But it's our land. And it's what we have. Be it in title, be it in deed. But we have laws that protect that to us whom has been given. If you purchase something, it's still yours. If you stole it by the abuse of discretion based upon your political office, whether you work for the county as an attorney or you hold an office in administration, is still a public officer, a public servant, a court officer, and you must respect us and the laws that serve us as Indians, irregardless of your foreign family, your foreign relationships, your foreign business relationships. There is non-intercourse when it comes to us as Indian. Now, I'm going to move on to some things that have kind of disturbed me and perturbed me, if you will. There's a reference. It's a case law. It is law. And it specifically says that you can't make reference to a title that the terminology is not in the title. So I know a lot of people are going to get upset with me, and a lot of people are going to not like this point of reference that I'm about to make. But it's necessary. And it is important for us to understand why this reference is being made, but the title identifies and calls out someone other than whom the reference is being made to. Again, we're going back to Indians, the lands that we hold, the rights that we hold. I can't see us as something a recently created legislator says. This is, I mean, that's not even the state. The legislator is not the state, nor is it we the people. So, all of that is hereby nullified. Andrew Jackson says, if it don't make sense, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. So when you're dealing with Indians, it makes all of the sense because it is all. It's not commerce. It's not use business. It's not to take advantage of us. It's to work with us, to love us, and share as we did when you came here, penniless, homeless, hungry, clothless. You really should think about those things. And stop trying to create something that you know is a lie. It was a lie from the day that you came through immigration. It was a lie from the day that you even started thinking that you could be me. I thank you for the honor, but you're not me. You're not an Indian. You're not me. Because I'm not recessive. I'm dominant. Now, this issue about Native American, we really got to make that crystal clear. Native Americans, they have foreign parents, or they're born in this country, or they have a parent that is Indian, which would be the mother. Think about that. If your mother comes from another country, and that is her country of origin, and she is identified as being a European white female, anything other than an Indian coming through immigration. Or maybe you just bought a ticket, got on a plane, and they didn't even bother to check you at customs. But nevertheless, the whole point is you're not an Indian. You may have your father, he might be Indian, but the law in this country is so the mother, so the child. So the mother, so the child. In the Bible, they teach you, they say, so the father, so the son. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, the law doesn't say that from the Bible perspective. It says, so the mother, so is the child. So, a lot of you got to go back to the drawing board and do some what they call recalculations, because you're not me. You're not Indian. And you have harmed a lot of people with that Native American reference. So, think about that and respond accordingly. We can have a dialogue on how to work it out. But we come first because we were here first. We had already built our society. We already have our nations, which are also called states. And whether we're on a reservation or whether we're off a reservation, whatever we have that in title and in deed. And we don't have to do it according to a foreigner's perspective. We can do it to our own satisfaction. It's called Indian satisfaction. So, I'm finished speaking now. I've been on here for 14 minutes. So, you're okay.